and I immediately get stuck in traffic. So, for those of you who don't know, I actually work out of Chicago. I also happen to live here, but that's not as big of a deal right now. I am late to work a bit. It's not so bad. I mean, basically, in the spring of Chicago, it's basically guaranteed you're going to go to work late. With all the traffic and accidents and construction that there is just no way that you're going to be able to go to work on time. At least that's what I like to believe. Yep, justification. Totally okay that I'm late. Not pissed at all. I've just been throwing around ideas on what's the first series that I actually want to review, and I'm actually a bit torn between Quantum Leap, which is a show that I love and grew up with, or something new. I don't know too many TV shows. I mean, obviously I grew up watching a ton of TV, but more recently I don't think I've done too much television watching. The only show I watch right now regularly, like as they come out, is Supernatural. And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to do something like this, is because I just want to remind people that television exists. You know, a lot of people have gone to YouTube. I have gone to YouTube for my main entertainment. They watch movies now, or they stream everything, which is fine. It's just, you know, there's kind of a... I think we might have lost something in that, you know, we used to be more patient, in that we would watch everything as it comes out. Nowadays, people love watching an entire season a night of a show after it premieres. So, you know, unless the show's really good and popular, it's likely that not a lot of people will watch it. And I mean, I realize that television is probably more popular now than it's ever been, but still, you know, think of how many shows you actually watch as it comes out. Like, you can cut it down to one really good show, or you can just watch everything that comes out. And I don't know, I would say the former is preferable. And then if you want to watch something, if it's a few seasons in, you can just watch them. Or you can catch up and then watch them as they come out if the show's still around. But for me, like, there are so many different shows that I never got to see that it's ridiculous. Like, I'm not watching Game of Thrones. I never watched Breaking Bad. I didn't watch Lost. A lot of good shows. I know Downton Abbey is supposed to be very good. I haven't watched any of it. And there's just so many things about watching a show as it comes out that really takes effort, if anything else. Like, you have to have a certain set of time available, which is getting harder and harder to do, you know? Sometimes, especially if you want to have, like, your side projects and all that. But, you know, for me, I'm probably gonna have to review some, like, older shows. I don't know if I'm gonna come up with any criterion, like if I'm only gonna review shows that are 10 years old, or I'm only going to review shows that I've seen as a kid. You know, I just want to keep it as open as possible and review shows that deserve to take a look at, whether they're good or bad. I don't know if I want to review shows that are coming out. I think I might. And, like, normally a lot of the stuff that comes out on the That Guy with the Glasses website are nostalgic shows, because the main reviewer is the nostalgia critic. He reviews kids' movies, kids' shows, you know, stuff he grew up with. Mostly. That's changed in recent years, but it's his theme. I might not do that. I might review more recent stuff and see if it's worth a shot or not. But it's gonna be a mixed bag. And actually, I forgot to mention that I don't want to just review television shows. At first, I think I might try, every once in a while, I'll review something that's made for TV. Because I really, of all the movies that I grew up with, I never went to the theaters. And we didn't always have a lot of VHSs or you know, we didn't have, I don't want to say basic cable. What's the cable that comes out? Well, I guess just cable in general. Let me see here. Like, one of the shows that I might review is a show that came out. If you ever watched Hercules or Xena, the team that made those shows actually made a miniseries? No, they made a made-for-TV movie called Captain Zoom. No, The Adventures of Captain Zoom. And what this is a show. Basically, it's a spin-off of those classic 1950s shows where they had the commercials in the episode with the characters as they made them, like, you know, drink your Ovaltine sort of deal. And I actually recently watched one of those movies. It's actually the first time I've seen it in months, or years, sorry, since I was a kid. So I think I might have something to do with that kind of stuff. Aliens for Breakfast. There's a lot of stuff for VHS, like straight to DVD films that I want to do, like Skate, I think it's called, or Skateboard Kid. It's actually, I'm not making this up, it's a movie about a kid who finds a magic skateboard, and it's explicitly told that the skateboard is magic. So what he does is he tries to make it cooler because it's an old skateboard and it looks kind of lame. What he does is he cuts up race car parts and he puts, like, you know, wings on it, you know, all different kinds of stuff, which is a pretty cool idea actually now that I think about it. But then I think the skateboard is struck by lightning, or like the kid's working on it and it has a short, so it becomes alive. And the skateboard is voiced by what's his name? Oh man, who is the voice of the guy who does the wiener dog in All Dogs Go to Heaven? I know he's Italian. Oh man, I can't think of it right now. But he does a ton of stuff, you know. If you know the voice, you know the voice. I know he was in Cannonball Run with jeez, I can't think of his name either. But you know, it's just different fun stuff. You know, I don't get to do too much fun stuff. I wanted to do a mini-series myself and just film it and see if that guy with the glasses would be interested in that. But I never really found anybody to help me. Like, I've asked on Facebook and Twitter for help if anybody was interested, but nobody really, I don't think anybody even answered the tweet. Like, said no, I couldn't do it. They just kind of flat out ignored it, so there's that. It sucks, but, I mean, can't expect everybody to drop what they're doing. Could have expected somebody to reply, but not that either. There's those shows. You know, I don't think anybody's done anything with the mouse and the motorcycle. I don't know if you guys ever. Well, you might have. A lot of these are based on books. Is the thing I want to address. Like a lot of shows that came out as a lot of shows that came out straight to TV were based on shows. A lot of, like, not so much Disney. Like, Disney liked to do Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, which has the kid from Growing Pains. And what's the other show that I'm thinking of? The dad from Growing Pains, which is a different show, a different movie. A couple of movies. I think that they made 3 or 4. Almost Human. And his son is a robot. Like, basically the dad from Growing Pains decides to make a robot just because he's a scientist, and science with like, I guess he works with artificial intelligence, so this is the first time that he's able to make artificial intelligence so advanced that he can make a son out of it. So he just does it. Like, he has a daughter, but he wanted a son, I guess. It's just the craziest. So I want to review those kinds of shows. Well, movies, but you know what I mean. Hopefully I'll be able to get something done by the end of this week. And if I do, then I might put it up Friday. If I manage to put it up Friday, then I'll post a update video on this website, and I'll just link it. But that'll be it. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. So, see you guys on the other side.